Hey guys, Prowl 1701 here, and today we are reviewing part 2 of Frontios with the Fifth Doctor. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Now, this was a DVD that was sent to me by one of my subscribers, Robin. I really appreciate him sending that to me. It's a Fifth Doctor story I've never seen before. It's one I have always wanted to see, so it's really nice to be able to watch it for the first time. Episode 2 is interesting. It kind of reminds me of Dalek Invasion of Earth Part 5, where it starts off with me sitting here going, oh, I might have to get the notebook. I might have to take notes, because it does a couple really dumb things at the beginning, but it gets better. Like right off the bat, when I'm watching Turlough use the hat rack as a weapon, I'm like, he's using the hat rack as a weapon. I'm really sick of that hat rack. And then it occurred to me a little bit into it when he's doing that it's because the people on the planet don't realize it's just a hat rack. They actually think it's a weapon, so they're startled because Turlough's acting like it's a weapon. And that's kind of funny, but it's also kind of silly. And I still don't like it. And then there's the guy who's the son of the captain, who is fine all the way up until he gets ready to hit Turlough with a crowbar, and suddenly, oh, he's hurt! Ah! Like the little meteor piece that hit him or whatever happened to him finally affected him. It's like, oh, it just took a minute before he noticed it. I'm like, okay, I'm confused. You get hit by a piece of a meteorite. Nah, I'm all right. I'm good. Nah, I'm good. 5 minutes later, oh, I'm hurt. I'm like, that's not how meteorites work. I don't understand how, it's got this little scorch mark on him, how he doesn't feel it at all, and then suddenly, right when he's about to hit Turlough, it's like, apparently that meteorite really liked Turlough. I'll start hurting him. I'll start affecting him as soon as he goes to hurt Turlough. It seems a little plot convenient, silly. After that, it starts getting good. I really like Davison in this story. Peter Davison is doing a great job as the Doctor here. I love watching him do his best to help the captain's son, the guy who's kind of the leader now. He's using his medical expertise to basically rig up the little jump pads to jumpstart his heart. I like that with the wires, the paddles rather, and using the cords like paddles. It's the Doctor being a doctor. He is called the Doctor, and we actually see him being like a medical doctor saving somebody's life. I like that. He's living up to his name, and I like that Peter Davison is so determined to save him. I really like him. The Fifth Doctor in this story so far has just been really good. Really good. Sometimes he can be a little bland and kind of maybe unsure of himself, but I'm really loving him in this story. He seems very in control. Very in control of the situation. His really only big worry, besides trying to figure out what's going on, is making sure the Time Lords don't find out about it. I like when when the captain's son's talking to the second in command, and the second in command guy's like, well, he saved your life, and the Doctor's just like, don't tell the Time Lords. Because this is one of those situations where the Doctor's not supposed to interfere. And I love that, because, we constantly see that when the Doctor telling companions, no, we can't do anything here, you can't interfere. And they're like, well, you do, well, I know what I'm doing. Or the Time Lords are big on not interfering. It's not often we see the Doctor not interfering. You see it occasionally in Modern Who with these fixed points in time, but we don't see it often. So I like the fact that this is a spot where the Doctor isn't supposed to be there. Kind of a Waters of Mars situation where he needs to go, where he's not supposed to be there. And he's having to try to tiptoe around everything because he's worried he'll bring the wrath of the Time Lords down on him. I am enjoying that aspect of the story a lot. That's really cool to see as well. I really like Turlough in this, him showing again how he is more intelligent than, say, the average 20th century human. Like how he figures out something's going on in that room when the rocks that are dated newer than they should be, and him finding the little hook there that shouldn't be there, and then that leading him to find the little spot in the floor with the grate that comes up. That's cool. I really like that. So I enjoyed seeing that, and then them going down into the caves. I don't like how freaked out Turlough gets by everything. I don't know, maybe he's claustrophobic. I don't think so, though, because I don't remember him being claustrophobic in Terminus. But the fact it's freaking him out a little more, and I feel like it should, especially right at the end when they find him and he can't even talk. He's so... It seems... That doesn't strike me as Turlough. It seems a little out of character for him. I mean, I could see him as a little bit of the cowardly type, but not to the point where he's that traumatized where he can't talk and he's just, I don't know, I didn't really care for that. I did like that one shot when they're walking around down there and you see these things that look like eggs, and you know, I already knew that the things that are in that one are in that one because, you know, it's on they're on the cover. These things are on the cover. So I figured, okay, kind of caterpillar-like, slug-like things. So, you know, I knew these played a part somehow, but I just wasn't sure what. And there's that one scene when they walk in and you see some eggs and then you see these two things like this and they look to me like, you know, cocoons, like chrysalis, like a caterpillar turning into a butterfly. So I'm like, okay, we got the eggs, we got two little chrysalis things, who knows what's going to emerge from those. And Turlo and the girl talk for a minute, you know, he wants to go back, she wants to go forward, and they end up both going forward. And it's cool because then you see the chrysalis, what I thought was the chrysalis things, turn around and it's the little caterpillar-like things, and they watch Turlo and then follow after them. I did not see that coming. I didn't realize that was the actual creatures just turned around to look like rocks or statues or a chrysalis. I didn't realize that was them. So when they actually turned around and started moving, I was taken by surprise. And I was impressed by the shot. Much like that one shot in part 1 that I really liked, that I talked about in the part 1 review. I was really impressed with the shot and how they did it. I'm like, you know what? For an 80s classic Who shot especially, that's nice. I like that. Man, this story is 2 for 2. You know, I've had at least one shot in each episode where I was like, that's pretty dang impressive. I really liked that shot. And it was a nice little cliffhanger with the scientist's daughter and the doctor being in that little pink beam of light with whatever the caterpillar things are doing to them, or slug things, or whatever they are. Whatever they're doing to them right there. That was a pretty nice little cliffhanger. I enjoyed it. I've enjoyed the story so far. I'm halfway through it now. I believe it's a 4-parter. So I'm liking it so far. I'm curious to see what's next with part 3. So I'd like to know what you think of part 2 of Frontios and what you think of the story up to this point. So comment down below and let me know. Other things to do. Click the like button. Click the subscribe button. Click the bell for notifications so you never miss out on another video. I do have a P.O. box if there is anything you would like to send me, either Doctor Who related, sci-fi related, or anything else you would like me to unbox and do a review of and take a look at. Just as this DVD was a gift from one of my subscribers, I would appreciate anything you would like to send me, so check out my P.O. box down in the description below. I also have a link to my Amazon wish list down there as well, which I update regularly if you'd like to take a look at that. I also have a Patreon if you would like to support me that way and get access to exclusive videos that are just for patrons and early access to some videos as well. I also do behind the scenes stuff, life update stuff, just kind of talking about me in general and some of my other hobbies, showing off some of my collectibles, things like that. I am trying to get in the habit of doing one exclusive video a week. I'm not promising that, but that's what I'm trying to do. Of one exclusive video. I did a review, what did I do? I did a video about 3 great moments and 3 bad Doctor Who stories. That went up. I did a video talking about my top 5 favorite TARDIS console rooms. That is an exclusive video. And then I know an early access for another video just went up not too long ago, although by the time y'all see that video will actually be on the channel, as I'm running a bit ahead right now. So if you want to check that out, I have several tiers. My entry-level tier is only $2 a month. And then there's a $5 tier, a $10, a $15, and a $20 tier. I want to give a shout out to 2 of my top tier patrons, the 5th Doctor and Stephen Crane. I appreciate their support, just as I appreciate the support of all of my patrons. Everyone who joins at any tier level gets a free video request, and several of the tiers include video requests per month if there's anything you would like me to talk about. Most importantly, though, thank you for watching.